Hi, I'm Finn, an editor for the Williams Project podcast. Before listening to this episode, please see the listed content warnings in the description of your podcast service. Thank you and enjoy.
Thankfully, unlike the others, I actually know how to work this. Okay, I am Leslie Kermit, and before Jay says anything, no, not like Kermit the Frog. This is the first time I've been handed the camera. I don't want to call myself the leader or anything because that seems self-centered, but I've been more focused on keeping everything and everyone going. Even if Arawn may not like it. I'm actually gonna see where Slinger is. She's seemed a bit stressed out lately.
You're taking this way too seriously. It's just Mario.
Why is it so funny? I don't understand.
Hey! You guys aren't fighting, are you?
What? Oh, no. Okay, see how it's done, Arawn. Kermit, what kind of pants does Mario wear?
Oh god. What?
Denim, denim, denim.
Oh my god! Jay, that is the worst yet best joke I've ever heard.
See, Arawn? Funny.
All you're doing is repeating the word denim.
Okay, one more time. So Mario is a Nintendo game.
Well, I know that much.
Well, one of the themes in Mario is...
Well, at least they're not fighting. I bet Slinger's in the library. She's been in there a lot recently. Oh, boy, she looks frazzled. Hey, Slinger. What's up?
Oh, hi, Leslie. Just doing some more research. These urban tales might tell us something about the monster.
Oh, well, you know, it's great you're looking into Nightlight, but you need a break.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Nope, I'm sorry, that is not the right answer. We're going.
Going where?
To the kitchen, of course. For food. Come on, let's go.
No, really, I'm okay. I ate earlier
And the library can wait. Come on, I'll make us something and I'll help you research after we eat, okay?
Okay. What are you going to make?
I'm not too sure, since the kitchen is always stocked. I'll just have to see. Let's take these dishes up to the kitchen, too.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, let's see what's in the kitchen.
Just gross things or things you have to actually make, nothing you can just heat up.
Okay, first, were you here this whole time? Secondly, are you always this pessimistic? You think you'd be more optimistic since you survived that nightlight thing.
She does have a point. Most people start valuing their life a little bit more after something like that.
Yeah, most people, but all I see it as is another moment where something creepy happens in this house. How can I value life if I barely have a life in this stupid house?
I mean, yeah, things are pretty bleak now, but count your blessings. You're surrounded by friends, you have food and a room. You still have a life.
Just not a normal one.
Barely seems like life when things like nightlight attack you. I still don't understand it. It was barely human. It was so lifeless.
But you said...
I know what I said, but that's not what I mean. This thing was alive, but not in a human way. Its facial expressions, they weren't human or lifeless, just there and so lanky. The body was all shriveled and so thin. Ugh, disgusting.
You do have a point. It was old and young at the same time. Body of a younger person, but their grayed hair made them seem like they've aged.
Yeah, it's suspicious. I'll look more into it.
Absolutely. But not right now. It's time to eat. Arawn, where's Jay? He was just with you.
We have to go visit the greenhouse like always.
let him be. It's his closure to Sophia.
Whatever.
Okay, so anyway, Arwen was wrong. There's a frozen chicken pot pie in the freezer we can make.
Oh, I love chicken pot pie.
You do?
It was my favorite when I was a kid.
Hey, me too.
My mom used to buy the frozen ones and warm them up when she had a long day of work.
Oh, that seems nice.
Why is it your favorite?
My nan. She would make it homemade and even let me roll out the dough to help.
Your nan?
Yeah. I was adopted when I was little. Mom and Dad didn't feel quite right because they're older folks. So I called them my nan and pop.
They seem like nice people.
The nicest you'd ever met.
You'll have to introduce me to them someday.
When we get out of here, we can go visit them. They don't live too far from the school.
Must have been nice to have them close.
It was great. I miss them a whole lot.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's not like they're dead.
Guess you have something to look forward to when we get out of here.
That I do. So, you seem to be in the library a lot. Is everything okay in there?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm just tired.
Slinger.
I'm just tired. I've gone through that library so many times. I mean, I've probably been through that book specifically 3 or 4 times.
Don't you think that's a bit excessive?
No. I mean, there has to be something in that library. I'd gone through that photo album a million times, and suddenly those photos just appeared. Meaning if that could happen to one book, it could happen to any number of them. Between that and the nightlight creature, we have to be missing something. That was an actual monster, Leslie.
I get that, and I'm sure you're right, but do you see how unhealthy this is?
No. Maybe.
If you want, I can offer a fresh set of eyes.
Would you?
Only if you promise not to obsess over that library. For all we know, it could be a red herring.
But...
Promise me, Slinger.
Fine, I promise.
Thank you. Now, let's start on this pie. How does someone even come up with that?
I'm telling you, high school teachers are crazy.
I don't doubt that.
Oh, how long has it been?
Since we started getting lunch? An hour? 2?
An hour? I need to get back to the library.
Hey, you promised me you wouldn't focus on the library.
I know, but it's been an hour and I really want to figure out what nightlight is.
Well, that's understandable. All right, but let's check the lights and electronics around the house just in case something like the nightlight monster happens again.
We can check on the box too.
We can grab all the radios in our rooms while we're at it.
Would you consider those electronics?
I know my nan and pop would, so yes, I would. So, when we were making the pot pie, you mentioned your mom. What was your family like?
Oh, no. It was just me and my mom. But tell me more about your nan and pop. They sound like a blast.
Well, it was definitely something. Don't get me wrong, I always had fun, but it was chaotic. Pop would come in, take a pinch of flour, rub it on my nose and Nan's face. Most times, Nan would just roll her eyes, but sometimes she'd get him back.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it was. We always knew how to have fun with each other. So, it was just you and your mom?
Oh, look at that! We're here!
Yeah, this super creepy thing, I guess, was chasing Arwen and wanted to kill us. Thankfully, we caught it. It's actually in this box I'm sitting on.
Jay? What are you doing?
Oh, hey! Just tending to the plants and talking to Fia.
Talking to who now?
To Sophia. I figured she'd like a nickname of her own.
Well, I think that's really sweet, Jay.
I do too. I'm glad to see you can move on by talking to her.
Well, it's obviously not actually talking to her, but you know how some people talk to graves? It's a huge thing to me. Even though they're past, their souls are still here, and they watch over us. I'm just filling her in on what happened.
Huh, I didn't know you were so religious, Jay.
Whoa, Slingshot. Don't get things confused. I'm not religious. I just think you need to respect the dead and their souls.
What?
The plants look great, Jay.
Thanks, Kermit. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. So we caught him in this box, and then we decided to put him here in the greenhouse.
I'm a little worried about Jay.
Why? A lot of people do talk to graves. It's a way people cope with loss. He's just doing the same with Sophia.
I guess that's a good point. I don't know. I'm just worried.
Everyone grieves differently. If this helps him, it's good.
That is a good point. Thanks. Makes me feel a bit better. I don't know how I feel about him on that box, though.
I think it's all right. I mean, if anything, it's just more torture for Nightlight hearing Jay ramble and make all his silly jokes. Wow, nice room. Very yellow.
You know, I would say thanks, but I didn't get to pick it.
Don't you ever find it weird that the people that put us here had time to set this all up? Color coordinated and everything?
Honestly, I have no clue. I'm just as out to lunch.
What? Leslie, we just ate.
Huh?
You said you were out to lunch?
No, it's slang. It means I'm confused.
Oh. Oops, I guess.
Don't apologize. It's from the 70s. Nan and Pop said it so much, I just picked some of it up.
Groovy.
Oh my god.
What?
I just wasn't expecting that.
It's from the 70s, isn't it?
Yeah, just... Here. You check the light, I'll get the radio. I just was not expecting you to say that.
What? I can do a cool 70s slang too. Wow, that radio's busted.
I think that's how it's always been.
Well, the lights are good in here.
Well then, let's move on to the hall, and we can ask everyone to check out their room radios separately.
Do you want me to get this radio, since you got the last one?
No, yeah, sure. Take it away, Slinger.
I don't think I ever asked. What did you major in?
Undecided. Couldn't pick one. I was interested in too many things and couldn't narrow it down.
Why didn't you just pick one and try it out?
There were just more opportunities if I didn't pick as well. Got to test things out and it was nice.
I guess that makes sense.
And I know you're a psych major, you know, since you and Arawn fight a lot and mention it all the time for some reason.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Arwen's just a jerk.
You two really don't seem to get along very well.
No, we don't. And here we are! Want me to turn on the radio, or you?
You can turn it on. I don't mind. Another busted one?
I think so. You just hit it and it worked, right?
Yeah, here. Let me just...
Are they all hooked up to the same radio station or something?
Who knows? What I'm thinking is that when that nightlight thing turned off the lights, it messed with the radios as well.
Well, that's a little confusing, but I guess it's our best explanation for now. I think there's another lamp and radio on the table down the stairs.
Down we go. So, how'd you get into psychology?
Well, if you're expecting some kind of huge story, I'm going to have to apologize. I took a class in high school and fell in love with it. Decided I wanted to pursue the mind.
High school was fun for you then?
Only parts of it. Most of it was bad, but isn't everybody's high school experience?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what did you do in high school?
I really only did one thing, and it wasn't even through my high school.
See, now I'm curious.
I was part of a roller derby team.
And here I thought you couldn't get any cooler.
It was my childhood. I skated all the way through high school.
you're making it sound like you stopped. Did you?
College came around and I had to quit. You know, 'cause it's college.
I get it.
Anyways, the next radio is right over here. Can you make sure that light's working while I turn this one on?
Sure thing.
Okay, let me just...
Thanks for listening. The Williams Project was created by Elliot C., produced and directed by Laney R., written by Elliot C., Kylie A., and Cola, project managed by Basil L., edited by Finn, and music composed by Charlie. Our wonderful voices for this episode are Jodymia Mendoza as Slinger, Nicholas Hollenbeck as Arwen, Renee Croft as Leslie, Drew Hensel as Jay, and Sarah B. as Sophia. If you like this podcast, consider sharing with your friends, family, and any social media you might own. Make sure to follow @/TheWilliamsPod on Instagram for updates. Thank you!